On Thika Road. Modoka, good morning. What exactly is the situation on Thika Road? Is everything go?
Good morning, Ashley. And today, being a Tuesday, marks the beginning of another round of demonstrations by not only Gen Z, but Kenyans against the Finance Bill of 2024 and the government of the day led by President William Ruto. And the mission today of these demonstrations is to occupy roads, to sit on the roads all day to ensure that vehicles do not move into and out of major cities, Nairobi included. And one of those roads is Thika Road, where we are at currently. And to be precise, this is Ruiru, some 20 kilometers away from the Nairobi Central Business District. But so far, no protester has occupied the roads. As you can see, that is the smooth flow of traffic into the city and out of the city. As you can see on the left side of this road is of vehicles entering into the Nairobi Central Business District. And in as much as it is smooth, as you can see, there's a reduced number of vehicles that are going into town, perhaps as a result of the fear that things could turn to worse, or things could get violent sometimes later in the day. And as you can see, that other side is all vehicles that are coming out of town. And again, the traffic here is not as high as it usually is along Thika Road. This is actually one of the busiest roads in the country. Normally, when people are coming into town at this time, this is actually rush hour. There's usually some kind of congestion, but as you can see, for some seconds, this road is empty. No vehicles are coming into and no vehicles are coming out of town. But again, we've heard from a number of people here who have interacted with us, telling us that bado ni mapema, that later in the day we could be seeing demonstrators occupying these roads, sitting all day to demonstrate against the now dropped Finance Bill 2024, as well as the government of the day led by President William Ruto. The focus actually among the demonstrators has been shifting from the finance bill that last week was dropped by President William Ruto, and it is now on the government. And the demonstrators are saying that they cannot wait another day to see the government and most of the government officials in office, and they want them out as soon as yesterday. And so that will be the focus of today's demonstrations, and this is where we will be. We will be patrolling across various stages in this Thika Road just to see the situation as the day grows. As we understand, of course, as we saw last Tuesday, the demonstrators from this part of the town began to occupy this particular Thika Road at around midday. From 12 p.m. last Tuesday, we saw a majority of demonstrators actually walking from Roysambu, which is some 10 kilometers from where we are, and some 10 kilometers from the Nairobi CBD, walk into the CBD, to arriving in the CBD at around 3 p.m., 4 p.m., and maybe today that could still be the plan. We could see these demonstrators choose a particular stage, a particular place along Thika Road, occupy it, and begin that march towards the Nairobi Central Business District, in as much as a majority of them have vowed to sit all day on the road just to pass the message that they are not contented with the government of the day. We have seen actually some patrols by police officers as well as KDF officers. We've actually spotted two Kenya Defense Forces lorries along Thika Road some few minutes ago, just passing, and we saw a huge number of military officers, a huge number of soldiers in them as the lorries passed by. And this could and this actually comes against the backdrop of the government deploying KDF officers last week to help police officers in dealing with protesters. And so we are here. We will be moving as well, not just into the CBD, but also just further from the CBD, because we understand there are areas also that have been staging serious demonstrations against the government, including Juja as well as Thika Town. but of course, majority or for the better part of the day will be along this road. And when we spot these demonstrations, that particular sitting in on the roads, of course, we'll be there to show you and to show our viewer how the situation is. Actually, we have spoken to a number of PSV drivers, operators and conductors who are telling us that they have, after a few trips in the morning, they have decided to call it a day and actually going to park their vehicles. We saw last week a number of PSV vehicles being touched by goons who invaded and infiltrated these demonstrations, and a number, because as you had seen even on the roads, most of the vehicles plying these routes are those of private owners, because as we spoke just to these PSV operators, they are telling us that they do not want to risk. They have decided to park their vehicles just to see how the day will be. And if nothing huge, nothing serious comes up, they will be returning to the roads. But of course, if they see serious demonstrations on Thika Road, this particular route that they ply, of course, they will be calling it a day. Ashley, that's it for now. We are here, and of course, for the better part and for the entire part of Tuesday, we will be here along Thika Road.
So much, David Mudoka, for that update. Of course, we will be getting back to you a bit later.